Okay, so I've been coloring this piece. I already started the hair over here, but I kind of wanted to cut to the chase. So that way, if you're already familiar with markers, maybe this will be helpful to you. These are alcohol markers. I'm using a variation of different brands. I've got La Moche, ZSCM, Quick Craft. This one's a Quick Craft that I'm using right now, alcohol marker. So, first thing that I start with this one, the easiest way is for me to go ahead and start with the orange, which is going to be my base tone. So, when you are doing this part, this is difficult for my students to grasp sometimes. When you are making these strokes that you're about to see, you need to start with the heavier hand and kind of lift up. So you're like lifting your tip up. So I will try to show you what I mean. This takes practice. If you can't get it the first time, don't worry about it. It might take you months to get better at this. Whenever I'm coloring, I'm also coloring at the curve, or I'm coloring it to the curve of the line that we're seeing, so it's not going directly up and down. We want to follow the curve of the hair so then it simulates what hair looks like. One other trick that I do is I tend to have both caps of my marker off because it saves me a lot of time, and hopefully this will be a quick video for y'all to watch and it will not bore you. So I'm putting this color on. I'm not going to even mess with the back of her hair yet. What I'm going to end up doing is, right after I'm done with this part, I'll switch to highlights. I still have a little bit more to do, but I'll be switching to the darkest tone to color that, to shade it rather. Now, this is usually what I recommend my students to do. It's harder to do strokes going upwards like that. So for me, my best natural stroke is going downwards like this. Everyone's going to be different, so you'll just need to figure out what angle do you draw most naturally at. So I've got some highlights seeping through. Switching to my NYX color, which I'm actually, you would think I'm using yellow. This is actually Spectrum Green. If you look over here, it is a, well, here, it is a very pale green that I'm going to be using. While the alcohol marker is still wet, you want to go ahead and start bringing your strokes downwards like this. I am oversaturating some of the orange because it'll help blend the two colors together. And I'm just going to do a little bit right here. That looks good to me. So the next thing is what color do we want to use to shade with? I want her to have kind of sherbet-like hair. So I'm going to be using 18 to blend this next part. So I'm going to be switching to this one. I'll start off with my smaller tip. I'm going to fill this in. Be careful when you're coloring. Every now and then it will make the ink smear. I've not had any problems this time, but sometimes if you oversaturate the paper with the markers, the alcohol will smear the ink. So I've got my fine lines here. I'm going to end it right about there because I still want to have a good tonal value. What's going on, I will just go ahead and color on top of this down here. It's color blocking. Next up, I won't even touch here because really the color ends right here. So I'm going to do the tips of her hair, right, or her bangs. There. And just so you know a little bit about me, I have been teaching anime for 6 years now. I mean, that is not good. And that is what I was talking about. If that happens and it smears right here, you go over to the side of your paper and you color until you are positive that it doesn't have any more black ink attached to the tip. Anyways, I've been teaching anime for like 6 years now. It's been awesome. I've learned a lot. I taught myself everything I know about markers, and I also love doing watercolors as well. But, so anyways, and this is kind of like painting with markers, really. So, at this point, either I can leave this alone up here, which is probably what I'm going to do, because really my darks are going to be at bottom. So, this is a good example of doing 3-tone coloring for the hair. I hope that was informative, and have a good day. Bye.